You're watching Frank Trades with Dex, where a trading novice, that's me, trades with a 20-plus year expert, the man known as Dex the Vulcan, Dex the Algo Capitalist, or just my main man, Dex. Dex is the head trader in charge at our room at watchustrade.io. Head over to watchustrade.io to learn more, to register for a free online live trading event, or to join our room where you can trade with Dex yourself. All right. Hey, everybody. Glad to be here again. We were off yesterday. Here with Dex. How you doing, man? Awesome. So, I got you muted again. I muted you again.
Wow.
I'll give you another chance, buddy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
All right, awesome. So it's good to be live again. I was away yesterday, and so we couldn't do our show together. But we just got off Rogue a second ago with V. If you want to go check that out on Rogue News YouTube, and you brought some very interesting news. But now we're picking up where we left off. So why don't we start with one that everybody loves for today, Dex? And of course, if you're watching live with us, you can request some charts or ask any market-related questions, or really any questions in the comments, and we'll do our best to get to you. So please do that. That helps us out. That's what we're here for. And especially if you're in our room at watchustrade.io, if there's anything that we can help you with, please let us know. And we're very, very happy to answer your questions. So up on my screen right now, we looked at this briefly, or at least talked about it briefly on the Daily 10 with V. But Bitcoin seems to be having a fairly significant pullback. This is something. This is an area that I know 7,600 has come out of your mouth a few times over the last a couple weeks, and so we're there right now. This is something you're getting people ready for. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, the market is flirting with that disaster line right now. The week is still not over with yet. You know, today's Thursday. Still got one more day.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't close below it, all you've done was spike down to it. I'm looking for hopefully a sharp reversal back up. That would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
8,000 is the psychological point for now. If it can get back above that and stay above it, the market will be really good to go.
Yeah.
But even still, it's still well supported down here. So I don't see a problem. But in addition to that, I can't see you on Skype. I only see you on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, man? Oh, my bad.
Mhm.
Here, yeah, I got my, I know what I did. Hold on one sec.
I know what you did last.
No, you should see me, man. This one's on you. I got my audio set up. I got my camera set up right. Try clicking on me.
All right.
I'm streaming the right thing, man.
I don't see. The only thing I see is the remaincalm.net thing.
Can you click on that and see what happens?
I just see the hammock.
The hammock. I do love that logo with the hammock.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't see Jack.
All right, man. You want to back out and come in, and I'll just do a song and dance.
We're good. Let's just roll. Let's roll.
All right, cool.
We late anyway.
You can look at your own charts. I'll just keep pulling them up here. All right, cool. Any requests, folks? What do you want us to look at? Well, what are you looking at? What's on your radar? And I'll pull that up to start.
This week has been a little rough. I missed some entries, and I'm just hoping that some of these pullbacks will get me in, but it doesn't look like that's going to be. I'm going to be triggered.
Gotcha.
I wanted to get long those bonds, but they're not really pulling back. They're staying high. I also wanted to get into the gold, the GLD, but it's not pulling back either. And I've been looking at the inverse ETFs, and since the stock market reversed itself somewhat, it's still not ready to fall yet. So I'm hoping that maybe by the end of the day I can get in and position myself in some of these. But as of right now, the markets are just not cooperating. They just left me.
Yeah, well, you had a weird thing because you had a family thing you were dealing with Monday, and you basically didn't get in your positions. So there are people who are benefiting from your pulse scan, but you weren't there. So
that happens a lot, though. That seems to happen a lot. But you know what? That's what it's there for. So, but this is also a good lesson to you folks. When you get the sheet on Sunday, it's a good idea to get those orders ready. Most brokers will let you put your tickets in Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
For if it's for futures, you can put your orders in Sunday as soon as you get the sheet, and it'll execute when the futures open. For equities, you can put your orders in also on Sunday. Most brokers will let you do it, and it'll execute first thing Monday when the markets open at 9:30
Yeah, cool.
Eastern Standard Time. So that's there for you, and it's very important. If the market's going to move according to the system's schematics, it normally does it on Monday, and you get right in there almost like first thing when the market opens,
Right.
and that's the best position because that's the first position of the week. And if the market's going to really run in that direction, you may not, like me this week, have an opportunity to get in there.
Yeah, that's
So
one of our rules for trading the sheet is that you place your orders as soon as the sheet comes out. So
yes,
yeah.
and that's all you can do. That's all you can do. I'm glad that people were able to get in there and execute because that's what it's about. Execution is so critical in trading. I can't stress it enough. You know, it's not just when you execute, but how you execute it
Right.
that matters. So, hooray for the pulse waves! Pulse waves have been killing it this week. What can I say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really good. All right, cool. Oh man, people are saying they didn't get alerts when we went live, so I was
Well,
wondering where folks are. I just reposted it in the room. It's like, they're not here. Okay, here they're starting to come in. XRP. Thank you, Corey. Let's see. Let me pull that up.
yeah, that's a good question. It says, um, can a crypto or stock correct by going sideways for a while?
Oh, interesting.
Also GLD and DB charts. Okay, so yeah, so the first one's XRP, and let me answer that question before we get into the chart. Um, yes, sideways movement is a way to slow down the momentum
Hmm.
of a powerfully trending security. So it'll trade sideways, and most of the time it's a very wide trading range, and the markets will tend to run up and down that range before a continuation pattern develops and or a straight up reversal, all right, where the markets may top out or bottom out. So yes, that is a very good question. All right, as far as this XRP chart, on the right hand side, we got our weekly chart, and on the left hand side, we got a daily chart. The daily chart, I think, is really showing you what's underneath the surface here.
Mm-hmm.
You are bumping your head at the bottom of that Kumo cloud, strong resistance, and I think you're about to enter into the vortex here, and you can see the market's already sharply reversing downward, but you got strong support right there. What is that? That 38 handle. That 38 handle is acting as a strong support right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's threatening to be taken out so sharply because of the pointer. All right, so you got that strong pointer there.
Well,
But
on which one?
likewise,
On the weekly?
on week, mhm,
Yeah, two
you got a
bars back.
strong bearish pointer and you got a bullish pointer.
Yeah.
So when you have those back-to-back pointers like that, it normally signifies uh, the severity of the consolidation. So
Hmm.
in this case, you have this super wide consolidation, and right now the market's still price is still trading within like the median of it. So really not a lot to go on, but I'm going to say sideways to slightly lower prices will continue in this particular one. Now, here's another twisted thing, though, as far as momentum for this. You look at the daily chart, you're coming up upon rampage, major rampage, to help push this thing up to probably back to 43. So I'm still going to call consolidation on this one, but for the time being, sideways to lower prices.
Okay. And then what else did you want? Gold, GLD?
Oh, yeah, it's a GLD. And then Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank. All right, there's your GLD.
All right, so as far as the GLD is concerned, you can see on the weekly we had this huge gap, this breakaway gap. It's going to need to be reckoned with
Yeah.
at some point. I'm going to go ahead and say that as long as the equity market stays up, that is going to determine how long it takes for this thing to back and fill.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, markets like to back and fill almost instantly, but in this case, you have it. Look at that daily chart. You got two major gaps on that daily chart.
Yeah.
All right, the market's going to have to come back down and deal with. I don't think it's going to keep going straight up right now. I think it's going to come down back somewhere between 122 and 122.30, somewhere around there. That's where the market's pulling back to. It's going to come back to around the 122.30 mark, and then from there we'll see where it goes. But right now it is showing a lot of strength, but I think it's about to get sold.
Okay, I got Deutsche Bank up now. Symbol
Yep.
DB. And it's oh wait, I don't yet.
No, XRP just came up.
Yeah, what did I do?
I don't know what you did.
Just let my computer catch up with us. Give me 1 sec here. All right. It's one of these things where I move and then the computer catches up and is doing all the things I did when it wasn't moving. So.
Someone asked us about BitChute. No, to my knowledge, we're not uploading anything on BitChute. All right.
All right, here I got DB up now. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. I was gonna say DB looks a lot like XRP.
I know, right?
All right, here's Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank has been in a tailspin,
Yeah,
falling off of falling off a cliff that leads to a bottomless pit. The only thing that made the green shoot come up, in my opinion, was the announcement yesterday that they seized, was it Argentina or Venezuela? It seized one of those countries' gold reserves as a direct result of a failed payment. They were on some kind of payment plan or whatever, and they failed to make good on it. So Deutsche Bank seized their gold reserves.
Wowzers.
Well, I mean, that's how the central banks work. They go into a country, they kill it with debt, and then they come in and take all your natural resources. So wash, rinse, repeat. I wasn't shocked when I heard that. That's what they do. But yet, remember, the Federal Reserve here in the States told you a few years back, oh, we only invest in gold. It's just out of tradition. No, it's not. You know how valuable that gold is. That's why you went over there and seized it. Anyway, this thing is wood, just like your boy said in the first Wall Street movie. This stock is wood. Don't bring me any wood.
Word.
There's no reason to be long in this stock at all, from an econometric modeling standpoint, from an earnings standpoint, or any other standpoint you can measure. There's no reason to be long this stock. All the smart money dumped this stock a long time ago. This thing is going the way of GameStop.
That's harsh.
Which lost 90% of its value in the last 12 months. So has Deutsche Bank. You guys, you've fallen from a $30 stock all the way down to a $6 stock.
Jeez.
Sucks to be you.
Indeed. Let me pull up here. I'm being told by some. I mean, obviously, there's people watching us live, but I'm being told by some of our friends that the link I shared is not what they're watching. So that's weird. Yeah, this is weird. Not sure what happened there, folks, but by some of our friends.
Well, they don't have to worry about bankruptcy anymore after they seized another country's gold reserves. You don't have to worry about bankruptcy now, but they don't care. This stock it's just ridiculous. Looks like Tyco and WorldCom and Enron. Yeah, that's what this stock looks like. Nothing sexy here at all, unless you're short.
Except for me. But
if you're short in this stock, you are loving life. You're loving life. That's all I can say on that one.
What is going on? That's so weird.
Yeah, someone said my voice is choppy. Really?
Yeah, it is.
How about now? Is it choppy now?
It's a bandwidth issue or RAM issue or something. There's not really much we could do about it.
Or maybe it's a YouTube thing. Maybe they're just doing this because we're a tiny little channel and we're insignificant in their
Nah,
world.
no, because I hear it in my ear, so I hear the original. All right, cool. Any other charts anybody's requesting? I just sent the link out again. We might get an influx of people because
Do I see
apparently,
GameStop going under? Yes, GameStop is going the way of Blockbuster Video.
yeah,
It's
geez.
unfortunate, but
Yeah,
there's no way
yeah.
that their
Why?
business model can survive in the new download your game climate. I mean, I have to admit, I love GameStop.
Yeah,
All right, I even have that the super ultimate Krypton, members card where you get the game magazine and all that. I'm a Supreme customer. All right, I've spent much money there, but I have to admit I am guilty of this too. I am guilty that I I buy all my games now almost exclusively through the PlayStation Store. I download my stuff. I like digital copies because let's be honest, Sony still uses discs. Discs can be scratched. They can be broken, snapped in half, set on by accident. But a digital file, you don't have that problem. And it's easier to go from game to game without having to take a disc out, put it back in its original case, put another disc in. You don't have to do any of that stuff. But I do say this though, the GameStop, I remember when the roll up first happened. I remember there was a place called Babbage's, small place, and then GameStop came in and started buying up every other video game store. There was another major chain store, and I just can't remember the name off the top of my head
yeah. What
right
were they
now.
called?
It was something, but they
Yeah.
EB Games. There you go,
Yeah,
EB
I was gonna
Games.
say DB games,
Yep,
but it
EB
was EV.
Games.
Yeah,
I remember they came and bought them out,
but
and
DB's
this
Deutsche
this was
Bank.
going back to the '90s, you guys.
That's
When
what
you
we
said
should
EB
call.
Deutsche
We should
Bank.
call Deutsche Bank DB games.
Yeah, there you go, EB Games. So I remember they that roll up happened in the '90s. There were a lot of roll ups. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, a roll up is when larger companies go and buy up all the smaller companies and roll them up into the bigger chain company. And in some cases, the larger institutional companies will come in and buy up all the other little guys and not change the names, but keep the name,
Hmm.
and you don't and so you're none the wiser. And the reason why they do that is because the communities in which where they buy these companies, the community, they've been in the community forever, and so the community is comfortable with them, and they've got to know the owners and the people and stuff, so they keep them there. They still work there.
Hmm.
It's just that they don't own it anymore. They sold it, and but they were hired to work there to be the face of the company. You would ask what industry was this the most famous in? The funeral home business.
Mm.
The funeral home business, as it stands right now, I think is owned by like maybe two or three companies.
Yeah, it's wild.
Every funeral home you see, Parker's funeral home, Johnson's funeral home, Smith's funeral home, they're all owned by the same person.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest roll ups in our country's history back in the '90s. Was the roll up decade.
Yeah.
So that's what you're seeing now. So now GameStop's model, they're one of the last of the Mohicans here that they withstood the test of time up to this point, but now the digital age is killing traditional retail. And it's not just GameStop, it's all the other retailers. Look what happened with Macy's, look what happened with JC Penney's, look what happened with Hex, look what happened with Sears. Yeah, I could go on and on and on and on.
Yep.
This is a different environment.
So we pulled up B&B by request. If you could pull that up, Dex. Can you see? You can't see my screen, right, Dex? So
Yeah, I,
B&B.
I see you on YouTube, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Uh,
something went really weird with YouTube. Instead of us going live with the link that we shared on Rogue News 20 minutes ago, it started a brand new stream that's not at that link. So I'm kind of annoyed. Not sure.
So it's
Not sure how that happened.
are they sabotaging us?
Yeah, I don't know. I probably made a mistake, to be honest. All right,
I
so
know.
BNB, we got Binance Coin. It's been doing really well, and we're having a little bit of a pullback this week.
Yes. Okay, so on this one, this kind of looks just like the Bitcoin chart, almost identical to it, with the exception of it's not in the cloud. So at this point, what's happening is
Plus, I think its rally started a lot earlier.
Yeah, this one is really it's
been
still
going for
very
a while.
bullish. Yeah, as long as you don't close below trend line support, this one's still bullish. And I see you using these pullbacks as possible buying opportunities. You just have to be very careful that you don't, close below that support. If it does, then that's it. The funny thing is, on the daily though, you are in a well-defined downtrend channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been established within the bull cycle. So I see the next breakout point getting closer. We'll probably be there in another week or two.
Cool. All right, cool. He also asked for
Quid. Yeah, I see that.
No. First we got LTC.
Oh, Litecoin. Okay.
Max has to wait in line like everybody else. Oh, you know what? There's a better Litecoin chart. I do this every time. Hold on. There's the Coinbase chart is better. It's a lot more info. Let me pull that up.
And also you're not putting up the questions on the screen like you were doing.
Yeah, well, I was busy trying to figure out what in the world.
You're being so inconsistent. You're hitting pockets. You're hitting pockets.
How dare you, Dex?
I know.
Here, hold on. Let me pull up that other Litecoin chart. Much more interesting.
Trying to get closer in the cloud, though, isn't it?
Here's the Coinbase USD. Pulling it up. It's in the cloud on the Coinbase chart, which has more info. So there we go.
All right.
Looks like it's invading California on the weekly chart.
All right, here we are. We are in. Yeah, I know, right? That's exactly what it looks like. All right, so we are in. We got to be careful with what we say may be prophetic. Okay, so here we are. As you can see right now, it's north of San Diego. All right, it's trying to get that pointer right now is right at the heart of Los Angeles. All right, but right now we're pulling back into East Los Angeles. So I think right now this one again, just like the Bitcoin chart, it is good as long as we close above trend line support, which is that orange line right there. A close below that would signify that the market is ready to put in a correction, and that would establish a short-term top.
So basically,
however,
just like
that
Bitcoin.
bullish pointer is frightening to anyone who would want to be longer-term bearish, because as we know, pointers like gaps always get taken out.
Yep. All right, and now here we go. Thanks for those thumbs up, folks. We appreciate those. Max, have we talked about QID? Let's pull up QID. Here we go. We have not, Max.
Nope, we have not.
And here it is. Should I be panicking or adding to my position?
All right, let's talk about the inverse ETFs just briefly. Inverse ETFs, for the most part, are pretty much designed to go to zero, because what it is really there for is on days or times when the U.S. stock market is bearish or in a bear market, you would want to be long these inverse ETFs. But during times when the market is bullish, which is supposed to be the majority of the time, since the stock market has built-in mechanism into it to have upward trajectory only for the most part, these inverse ETFs will always be falling in price and always be in a bear market. All right. So at this point, if you shorted the quid today, you would not be wrong, because the U.S. stock market is up slightly today. So you could have went long the QQQ, or you could have just shorted the quid. So shorting the quid was not a bad idea here. But once again, you see that orange trend line support. As long as it doesn't fail to take that out, then you would hold that short position. But keep in mind too, you do have a pointer there. So far, the bar is not over with yet. The day's not over with, but so far you got a pointer that you've established. So the market likes to get back to that, take care of that, fill that. I think that pointer is going to be taken out because the way the markets have been, gapping up on these opens. So right now, that's what we're looking at. Oh, and by the way, you're right. This is the triple Q. You pulled up the cubes, not the
Oh, come on.
Well, hold on. What? No, you know what it is? It's saying it.
Yeah,
No, it
no,
is
yeah,
right.
it's
It
no,
says
it's
it
right.
says the ultra short QQQ. It does say the ultra short. So,
Yeah,
but
that I saw that. I noticed that
it
yesterday.
doesn't show the quid thing. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is quid. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So anyway,
it scared me.
what I said still stands. If you're short here, um, like I said, keep those stops tight, lock in as much profit as you can, because this thing will bounce.
Bounce.
Yeah, like I said, the Nasdaq 100 futures is up 3 3/4 points right now. Okay, so just be careful. That pointer right there that we have established so far could be a dangerous sign for shorts. All right, what you want to see is hopefully you want to
You're
see,
talking about this pointer on the weekly.
yeah, you want to see the price drop below $35. If price drops below $35 and closes below $35 between now and let's say 3:30 on Friday, then your short is good to go.
Okay.
If that does not happen, what I would suggest doing, this is just me because of the way things are going, consider the two-bar Charlie trailing method today
Mm-hmm.
and see how that works for you. You don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade. And so
Yeah.
far, it's like it's setting pretty.
It saved me yesterday. I was in BTT, and if my computer was more responsive, I would show it to you right now. But it got me out in profit, and then it really, really took a dive today. So let me pull up that BTT. BTT is a really interesting crypto to look at. And since I'm the one with the charts, here we go.
He
Let's
says,
see.
when is Sony going to have the Final Fantasy new joint coming out remastered? Heck if I know. I know a lot of good games are like slated for November and December, like the new what was it, Ghost Recon. That looks really sick.
I always liked the Ghost Recon games back in the day.
It's all about Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, my man. That and Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls, just dropped 2 days ago.
Oh yeah,
It's all about that, man. It's
what
all
is
about
that?
that.
Is that a remaster?
No, that's the new I guess how you say it, the new adventure
Oh.
storyline. Because online, the Elder Scrolls Online now,
Mm-hmm.
they really are focusing on building up that online. It looks amazing. It's totally different than what you may have remembered.
Oh wow.
The A lot more characters. The adventure goes on forever. It's like free realms, so no, you'll never be
Wow.
finished the game because it's going to be online forever, like Warhammer.
That's crazy.
And that just dropped too. They just did a Warhammer. They just dropped. And it's in the same vein as Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think people are gonna like it. It's more of a slasher, is what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do intend to get it
Hack and
because it
slash.
does hack and slash. There you go.
Yeah.
It's just like Diablo 3,
Wow.
identical, except for the classes look a little bit different, and it looks pretty neat. But like I said, it's all about Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, and it's all about Elder Scrolls Online. That's
Cool.
what most people are really into right now because those things are off the chain.
So let's look. We're gonna wrap up soon. So if you got any last requests, let us know. First, let's look at BitTorrent really quick.
Whoa, BitTorrent is threatening to close below the
Yeah.
orange trend line support. This one's super bearish right now because of that. You have that elongated candle, and the
Yeah, it's
market
really bad.
wants to continue to
The
stretch.
stop on the sheet was 13.
Was it?
And yeah.
So it just.
I mean, we never triggered long for the sheet, but the stop was 13, and I had been in it already, last
Uh-huh.
night, so I was looking at the stop on the sheet, and 2 Bar Charlie had me a little higher than that. So I got out with some nice profit for the week, but nothing great,
Outstanding.
but definitely got out with
Uh,
profit because of 2 Bar
Profit
Charlie.
is profit,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's good, man.
You never go broke taking profit.
I'm gonna be you know how we say like choose some things you're gonna trade. I'm gonna be crazy about this. I think I might like literally just trade this for a while. Like this is the only
Nothing
thing.
wrong with that. Seriously,
It's been doing me
I
right.
do it all the time.
Yeah, it's been doing me right. So
Yeah. And chances
credit to
are you'll
Kung
become a
Fu.
master with
Kung Fu was turning me on to this one, so he loves this BitTorrent. All right, cool, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. Listen, everything's a little messed up. I'm a little thrown off, to be honest with you. We had links in the description, I think, for our webinar this week. But if you go to PulseWave, basically just our YouTube channel, you'll see that you can set an alarm for our live stream webinar that's coming up this Friday, which is tomorrow. Man, this week is getting away from me. So
this
tomorrow,
week
1
by
p.m.
fast.
Yeah, really fast, man. It's because we were weird Monday, then I was gone yesterday. It's just a weird week. But so you can set a reminder. I know they never work, but 1 p.m. we're going to go live. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not on this channel. It's on Rogue News. We're doing it on Rogue News. So head over to Rogue News' channel. Very easy to find. And you'll see this week's webinar. We're going to just blast it right out on YouTube. That's how we're doing it this week. And that's PulseWave Trading for Beginners. So check that out. And we'll be there with me, with V, with Dex, and all of you. So check that out. All right, cool. Thanks so much, Dex. Good to be back today, even with all our weird technical problems. Still got those charts read, so
That's
we're
right. We
good to
got it
go.
out. We got the info out.
All right, folks. Don't forget. We are really putting the finishing touches on our new service, and we're talking about our new pricing model, and it is higher. So if you want to get grandfathered in on the current pricing, which is the lowest it'll probably ever be again, please do that. We'd love to have you watch us trade.io. Right now, if you sign up one low monthly, it is a monthly charge, not a yearly charge. One low monthly fee will get you in, and you'll get access to all 5 of our trading sheets: the equities, the cryptos, the forex, the futures, the indices. They're all there, and so get it at the current pricing, because as soon as we get this awesome new website going, it's going to change. So, all right, folks, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you
Real
all.
quick, dude.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You don't even know this, so I'm doing this live right now for you guys.
Oh, I know you've been in the lab, so what are you going to tell me?
I've been in the lab, folks. You're going to want to hurry up if you have not signed up and do so now, because I'm going to be rolling out a major upgrade.
Oh.
And I'm holding it back for the launch.
Oh, okay.
When the launch comes, that's when the upgrade comes.
Very cool.
And people who are grandfathered in will automatically get that upgrade.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
man. So, yeah, trust me, you're going to want this upgrade.
Excellent. Cool. Can't wait to see it. All right, awesome. All right, folks, I'm going to cue that sweet heavy metal music. Thanks. Thanks for watching. To sign up for one of our live trading demos or to just join the room so that you can get in and trade with Dex, go to watchustrade.io. Thanks.